Hey guys, welcome to the October Footnotes episode, wrapping up the month of October 2021 here. Also known as MOCtober, just another way to promote the building of MOCs, which stands for my own creation, in the LEGO world. So, in the spirit of MOCtober, I did go ahead and put together the passenger car that I think the only other time I mentioned it this month was the windows and doors sorting video. So as I was sorting out these specific windows actually, I did fill up that drawer pretty quickly and mention something about putting together a passenger train car using those windows, and that is what I was able to do. So actually that was pretty recent here on the channel, actually getting that published. There's two of these builds. I have enough of those white windows to do at least one more car, but at this point I am waiting on some of these 4x6 roof pieces, and I think I have enough of the train wheels and magnets to do some more, but this little 4x6 top plate with the pin, I'm going to have to start robbing some of my other train projects if I want to get some more of those freed up. So kind of at the limit of what I had, what I was able to build with loose train pieces laying around, although I would definitely like to put together one more. These are the Prince James Railroad cars, and change up one of the ends into an observation car. So that's the MOCtober project, was this railroad one, and this video is out. It's kind of a longer one, but did want to get into some of the details behind it. And the other big project that I moved forward with this month was the cafe corner. Getting some more of the lots consolidated here, so I've almost filled up my small Sterilite bin. If I had to put a percentage on it, I think I'm close to 600 to 700 of the 2,000 pieces, so not quite to 50%. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I don't have the rest of the parts. That just means I haven't gone to my bins of plates, some of the stuff I'm actually looking at right now, and just got the count of pieces. So I have my pick list here. It's like 8 pages with just kind of a checklist style. And a lot of the ones I haven't got yet are the plates and some of the modified bricks and specialty pieces like that. So going forward, more to do, more to work on in that department. Kind of a filler project, but it is moving forward. So the other thing that I was up to this month that I haven't done a lot of details for the channel, just in terms of videos or content, is sorting. So let's go check out how the sorting has been going. So this is the sorting corner at the moment, and I've showed you guys my my mesh project, kind of work table, but it's more of just kind of a platform. And what this does is it helps the pieces dry out a lot faster after the washing stage. So I can just kind of dump them out, spread them out on this mesh, and that gives an opportunity for air to move both above and below the drying parts. And after a day or so on the mesh, it's just about ready to get sorted out. So here's the pile of stuff that is in sort right now. And then as I just kind of go through this, I work my way into a few different groups. Some of these groups don't have a bin at the moment. I mean, they have a place in the workshop, but up here I'm just kind of grouping things. So this is like panels and wall sections, and then these 2x2 curvature pieces, some of these brick plate multi-level pieces, and then modified bricks. And once I get a good pile going out here on the mesh, I move it to a designated area kind of on the perimeter. So modified bricks are going in here right now, and this is almost full. And then once these fill up, I take them down to their actual drawers in the acro mills wall. So modified bricks, some round bricks, cheese slopes, small wedges, jumpers, grills, cones. This is the one windows and doors, so now I do have a designated spot for that. It should work a little better. And just various different bins here. Dishes, studs not on top, some pillars. I've got some 2x2 corner bricks over there. And then Over on the right side is some Technic, so large Technic and bricks. These are what I call the combination plates or the half plates. So there's a few studs and some of it is tiled, so kind of anything with that goes in that bin. And then I've got windshields, tires, small Technic and axles, standard bricks here, and then you get down a level to the slopes. So definitely overwhelming what I have for acro mills at this level, and this is just kind of a slopes overflow that's piling up again. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing bagged of individual piece types. So, you know, the acro mills drawer for 2x2 45-degree slopes is full, but I don't necessarily want to have it all mixed in like this, so I might move to an overflow bag of just 2x2 45-degree slopes and do that for several of these piece types. And then modified plates, curved slopes, inverted slopes. This one's kind of interesting, like a compound regular slope bin, and then standard plates, standard tiles, and a bin of unsorted stuff. So once I get to a certain level, I actually don't sort this all the way down. I just kind of move on to the next group so that I can at least get through a lot of the backlogged inventory that is like counted but isn't sorted out and cleaned. So I'm not necessarily sorting every lot all the way down. I am getting a little bit of a pile. Like these are cleaned pieces, and I have already somewhat gone through to get out the majority of the main groupings. And then a few more things over here would be wedge plates, round plates, arches, and then I do have a separate bin going right now for pieces that need the hydrogen peroxide treatment, so just kind of stockpiling those. And then I've also been setting pieces aside to build the modified version of the Prince James Railroad car. So this little area, little work area, does help streamline the sorting process. And you know, I could call it a sorting machine, but it's me. I'm the sorting machine. And I'd like to have an automatic sorting system, but based on everything I've seen, that's still pretty far out. So I'm not going to wait around too long for that. I am going to get things sorted, and it just takes time. Got to sit down and do it. So October, I have been leaning into that more so than previous months. And as for our channel analytics this month, we're seeing pretty much steady pace to what we have been seeing all year, which is fine with me. I don't mind the slow and steady approach at all. I think this is the 14th video we've published this month, so somewhere in between our slowdown in July and our we're doing a lot more in January, February for our challenge. So about 16,000 views here in October, without any major peaks or valleys, hovering right around 500 views a day. And most of those are the digital tutorials, and that's been the case. That's been the standard for pretty much our entire channel lifetime. The views are driven by the tutorials, and that's kind of just going in the background. And then we're also putting out new content, and sometimes that does gain some traction, but for the most part it's just returning viewers and people that watch these tutorials will sometimes jump on as subscribers and watch the current stuff. So that's all good. Watch time, about 700 watch hours. Again, somewhat correlated to views, but not anything majorly jumping around. And I would say this averages 20 watch hours a day. So again, going back to the tutorials, where that's driving a lot of traffic, just people looking for answering questions about digital building, I guess. That's good. Subscriptions, we are adding 63 this month for a total of 1,619 as of recording, maybe 1,620 by the time this goes out. And this has been a little bit more erratic than usual. we've jumped up to 6 in the middle of the month, and then we were down 2 on the 23rd. So usually this is much more straight line throughout the month, but still I don't think there was anything that really correlated to one video or the other. It's just in flux throughout the month or throughout the week. And revenue about $25 this month. So this number is maybe down a little bit from previous months, but still holding pretty close to $1 a day or just under in terms of ad revenue. And we thank you for that as well. Subscribers added. We did have a few with public subscriptions, so we'll put those up towards the end of the video actually, and you can see them there. But those 14 videos going out this month, kind of spaced out as you can see below. Which ones were doing good? Let's jump over to content and see. Some of these are getting regularly over 100 views now. So our 500th milestone, I guess I did want to mention that. Yeah, we published our 500th video this month, so that's a big milestone that we like to celebrate every 100 now. And this month, for this milestone, we did a minifig census, and that did well. It has 138 views. And then this one surprised me a little bit, but it was somewhat popular, over 150 views for that dark brown 2x4 that is no longer non-production color. So it's still considered rare because it's in less than 3 sets, but I think as time goes on, this specific piece will be used quite often and will move out of that rare status. And then the restoration video also did well, over 100 views there. The Acro Mills one, the reason I actually produced this video was because of the good response on the slopes sorting video. So I kind of tried to replicate that format, just kind of an overview of the category and how I ended up breaking it down in each drawer, and that one did pretty well, 124 views. And then after that, we've kind of gotten into a slower pace with the most recent ones. The Walmart one is jumping back up. I think we had skipped Walmart last month, so we did want to bring that back, even if it was just a really short, not even 3-minute video. But yeah, we got that one out there, and not quite 100 on that one yet, but we'll wait and see. It's pretty fresh right now. And then the Prince James video, so that one's also pretty recent, but we'll give it some time to make its way through. I have linked this video to some of my Flickr pictures and to the Rebrickable listing, so that might help some traffic come in on that side as well. So a pretty chilled October here at Brick System Brothers. Haven't heard a lot from Josh recently, but he is working on getting some Star Wars spacecraft into a little display piece. So I did build him a custom X-Wing, and I talked a little bit about that. Actually, here's just a look at the studio model if you were wanting to see some more of that. And yeah, we were hoping that he could get a video of that out, but it looks like it'll be November sometime. So this is based on a 2016 set, and someone on Rebrickable did a pretty basic color swap into light gray and a red color scheme. And then what I did is I took that model, brought it here into studio, and did a little more tweaking with the colors to black and red. So this is what Josh has ended up with, and he's hoping to put it together with some of his other Star Wars collection. And I think what he wants to do is like hang them with fishing wire or something. So he's grabbed a couple of the TIE fighters, and he's going to have a little dogfight scene, hopefully, is the plan. So maybe November we'll see how that's going for him. But other than that, Josh has been busy with school, and I've been working. So Lego is filling the downtime, especially with the sorting, now that I've gotten through some of the cleaning of my bulk lots, and just sitting down to kind of work in that area with the mesh, and that's working pretty good. So got to keep doing that, get these pieces cleaned up, and then I can do projects like Carter Trellis here, Cafe Corner, and building MOCs just it's so much easier when I have everything sorted out and I know quantities. I don't have to go to Bricklink and then buy stuff that turns out, oh, I already had that, I just didn't have it sorted. So yeah, working on the sorting side a little bit at a time. And of course, we did put out this poll a couple weeks ago for building an extra floor on every modular in my collection, and pretty strong response for getting this out on the channel. 82% epic, you gotta do it, and 18% maybe on the back burner 2022, and nobody was like, yeah, we don't want to see this at all. So yeah, this is going to be happening. I'm going to start with Market Street, I believe, and hopefully maybe a pacing of one every month. I think I can handle that, and some of them we might be able to move at double speed, like Market Street and my Mediterranean color swap. I think I could do both of those here in November just to get the thing rolling. And then going forward into 2022 will be maybe in the middle of another ongoing series of videos, this time about modulars. And I am going to say the time that I put out this poll, I did not have Cafe Corner in my collection. So I don't know if I will build an extra floor for Cafe Corner, but we'll see how it goes with the rest of them, and that'll be well into 2022. So we'll see where I'm at by then. But yeah, I think this is going to happen. So we'll see if we can get it rolling in November. And that's where I'm going to cut it for today, guys. That's the footnotes for October. Kind of wrap up what we've been doing on the channel and head into another month here at Brick System Brothers. So we'll see you there.